Okay, I'm like super duper excited about something. So excited that I completely look off center on camera. Hold on a moment. Man, of course it's happening right now. Yeah, that worked. So, I am super duper excited about something. I want to talk about it. I'll get to that momentarily. But first, I do my low my kindness. Let's see, my low. Well, man, what was my low? Gosh, what was my low? Something bad? No. I can't think of anything bad that happened. I mean, I did kind of go to bed a little bit later than normal, but it's okay. It's Saturday. Who cares? My high war even began. Rita's. The weekend kicked off. Got to spend time with my family. We had Emilio's pizza for dinner with tossed salad. Oh, it's wonderful. I've always said Emilio's. I couldn't have it last night because it's a Friday during Lent, but I've always said Emilio's best chicken wing pizza from a single location. Now, I live in the Horseheads, Corning, Myra, Big Flats area. Bath is nearby. So, we have places like Pudgy's, Rico's, Pudgy's, Rico's. Son of a gun is also a third location. I can't think of what it is. Oh, Picnic Pizza. But they all have multiple locations, and they're all solid in their own right. But if you want the best chicken wing pizza, you gotta go to Emilio's in Corning. Always said that. Couldn't have that last night, but trust me, when you get an opportunity to do it, go for it. You won't be disappointed. Although I will say in recent times, I have had Vincenzo's and pretty darn good as well. Actually, that's an ongoing debate my brother and I have. Who has the better chicken wing pizza? I think it's Emilio's. It's funny. I live in Elmira, and I think the best chicken wing pizza is from Emilio's in Corning. My brother lives in Corning. He thinks the best chicken wing pizza is from Vincenzo's here in Elmira. Crazy, right? Anyway, and my act of kindness was I helped clear the dishwasher for my parents' place. I helped clean up the table after dinner, and yeah, that was about it. But I gotta say though, all we had was plain extra cheese pizza from Emilio's with a tossed salad, of course. But seriously, that pizza is so good I can inhale it. I could probably down an entire. If I was left to my devices, I could down like a large pie in 5 minutes. I love it so much. It would probably be a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but I really like it that much, I guarantee you. So, good morning, happy Saturday, and I really don't know what kind of video to call this. See, you guys know that pretty much ever since the very beginning, there's been a series of videos I've done called TP Tales, which talks about my, lifetimes, classes I took, whatever, at Trinity-Pawling. And TP, Trinity-Pawling. And it's always been fun to reminisce. It's always been fun to talk about. Always fun to do. To a sadly much lesser extent, partly because I kind of forget to do this. I also have one involving my old high school alma mater in Horseheads. I call it the Raider Reports because they're the Blue Raiders and reports, stories sounds like that way. So that works as well. If you couldn't tell, I'm a huge fan of alliteration. So, it has been my goal, in a lot of ways, to try and combine Horseheads and Trinity-Pawling in some aspects. One way I thought about doing is becoming so famous I get a party where everybody comes. That would be that's the ultimate goal right there. But sadly I don't think it's gonna happen for a while. But I'm still keeping optimistic, don't you worry. But I found other ways to sort of, combine. I mean, literally the earliest rendition I had of combining Horseheads and Trinity-Pawling was back when I was at Trinity-Pawling. Because, like, we had, like, a giant, like, bonfire get-together, which is also a TP channel in itself. I'll probably do that one day. Where I'm wearing my Rowdy Raiders shirt, like, at, like, the bonfire meeting. Like, we're celebrating fall sports or whatever. It was awesome. It's on my Facebook. Or if it's still be there. I know for a fact I didn't delete any photos off my Facebook, so there you go. But that actually goes into why I'm here. See, for those who don't know, here in upstate New York, we couldn't have fall contact sports because of, well, the pandemic. Well, here's the thing. Football has officially started back up here in the spring. In fact, Horseheads has a game today. And they're actually having their home games at Elmira, Notre Dame, because they're actually building a new, like, stadium, which I've been looking at the construction from the very beginning, and what I've been seeing is very promising. Actually, a good video to do would be, like, because I already once did sort of like a tour of Trinity-Pawling. Doing one of at least of, like, the athletic fields at Horseheads wouldn't be a bad idea to do either. Maybe. I'll have to think about doing that. It'd make for an interesting video, at least. Anyway. When I was at Trinity-Pawling, if you were, literally, we're all camaraderie. We all try to keep a camaraderie type aspect thing going. But it was very clear the fall sport of choice at Trinity-Pawling was football. So much so, like, we'd celebrate in the chapel with a fight song if we won. And there'd be a little something special for someone who played particularly well during the game. And it was called, pause for effect. Of course he gets stuck to my tire as I'm trying to pull out the Blue Hammer Award. You will note, she is blue. Now, you're probably wondering what this award entailed. What happened was, during the football game, it would go to someone who played particularly well. Originally, its intent was to give this award to someone who laid a hit so incredibly devastating that everyone in the stadium felt it. I think Trinity-Pawling kind of shied away from that award, because now whenever I see this award be given, and that's actually the thing. Originally, this award, back when I was at Trinity-Pawling, looked more like a mallet, and it's also funny. The shade of blue that the hammer was when I was at Trinity-Pawling was actually more of a royal blue, which is what Horseheads is, than the navy blue, which is what Trinity-Pawling was. Or is. Trinity-Pawling's still there, use present tense. This is about as close to a blue as I could find, because, pretty obvious, I just spray painted a hammer. That's all I did here. And this is about as close to Raider blue as I could find. Again, Raider blue is more like royal. This is more like, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of like a turquoise maybe, which it's close enough. I mean, to you all, so unless you're legitimately colorblind, this is going to appear blue to you regardless. So, with that being said, since Horseheads is starting football up again, and now that I can actually go to some games, I'm thinking I'll bring a little bit of Trinity-Pawling tradition to Horseheads. For those of you wondering, no, I'm not bringing the hammer to the stadium. I'm pretty sure I can't do that. But I can at least watch the game and judge for myself who deserves this award. Now, I said earlier that, originally this award was given to a Trinity-Pawling football player who laid out a hit so incredibly devastating that everyone in the stadium felt it. And I also just mentioned how they kind of shied away from that. So now, this award is usually given to someone who, say your quarterback comes back with a game-winning drive. Or you have a running back who runs for like 250 throughout the span of the game. Or you have like a defensive cornerback who just completely shuts down the opponent's passing game. Something to that effect. Like an individual player who legit has gone above and beyond the metaphorical Call of Duty. And, has earned this award. Now, at the time of this recording, though, because I actually am friends with the Horseheads coach on Facebook, but he doesn't know about this. So, at the time of this recording, he doesn't know about this, but usually it'd be the coach's decision to give this award. But since he doesn't know about this, why not? I'll do it. I've actually always wanted to do this anyway. So I am really looking forward to the game today. I am truly, and who knows, maybe this thing goes well. Maybe they'll actually make it a real thing at Horseheads. And maybe they'll use a better hammer than this. I mean, not that this is a bad hammer. It's still a fully functional hammer. You know, there's not really anything different than what you see. I don't want to hit something with this because this was Herbert. So this is like a real hammer that I just spray painted blue. Is not really much to the imagination, really. And again, the original hammer looked more like a mallet, like a rubber mallet, almost like cartoony look. And the fact that it always made me laugh because Trinity-Pawling, they're blue and gold, but their blue is more like a navy blue. The original mallet / hammer that they had when I was in Trinity-Pawling was closer to Raider blue, which is, again, more of a royal blue. So, I guess you could kind of say that this is more of like an in-between, like navy and royal, I guess. You guys can be the judge. I mean, this is why I didn't major in art, folks. That's just how it is. So, to the good football players who are about to play football today for Horseheads, you know, I wish you all the best. Play like champions, and in the immortal words of a member of the 16 of the right, as I've dubbed him as one of the 16 coaches that I've had who shaped my fundamental foundation ideas of athletics and actually life in general. If all of you guys do what you're supposed to do, then the W will take care of itself. Okay. Seriously, I can go on and on with the things I learned from the 16 of the right. In fact, I could think of like 2 other, coaches right now who could easily fit this description. And you know what? Here's the thing. Back when I was at Trinity-Pawling, we had a saying called drop the blue hammer. Hence this award. And yeah, it was definitely used for sports, like giving it all you got, leaving nothing out there in the field, making sure that you're the last one standing tall while the other guy isn't, or is at least feeling at least feeling bad. But here's the thing. The phrase dropping the blue hammer doesn't need to apply to athletics. Not at all. In fact, more often than not, it was actually applied to academia as well. Seriously, I mean, you want to get good grades, study hard, work hard, get your homework done, get that project done. Instead of watching TV for another 10 minutes, use that 10 minutes to study. Stuff like that. That's dropping the blue hammer as well. So, you can say that this award and the saying itself is multifaceted in that regard. But, again, maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into this, but I really think this is a tradition that could really take off at Horseheads this is going to be on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people from Horseheads are going to see this. So, if nothing else, once again, you're going to know, she is blue. Yes, I have to give this award. Yes, this award deserves a gender, and this is a she. Because I said so, that's why. But it can identify as it whatever it wants, because because I'm cool like that. Right. So I'm hoping to see a really big game today. I'm certainly gonna be at the game. Maybe I'll see some of you guys there. That'll be really awesome. Yeah. I guess it's just so surreal to me. Because believe it or not, this is something I've actually wanted to do for a very long time. Like, since 2019, well before the pandemic happened. And Now I actually have an opportunity to do it now. Well, I mean, here's the thing. This season is only going to be 6 games. And best case scenario, Horseheads has like 3 home games, and that's all I'm going to be able to see. So, it's possible that this award may not be given out every week. Oh, that reminds me, this is actually very, very important. Back when I was at Trinity-Pawling, back when the award was given to someone who laid out, again, an incredibly devastating hit, there was one person, I'm not going to say his name, because again, I never name names to embarrass or offend anyone, who, after he laid out that hit, he got up, looked right into the coach's eye, and he said, "That's a blue hammer hit right there." Now, again, if I'm the coach, personally, since I'm the one giving this award, I really have no say as to who gets the award. Now, whoever wins this award, wins this award. Okay, there isn't any sort of, whoever deserves it will get it for sure. And also, regardless of whether the team wins or loses, someone is going to win this award. Okay, this really does, this award goes to someone who fights above and beyond the call of duty, regardless of the odds and regardless of the outcome. So, let's say that you have, again, say a running back who runs for 250, but you guys still lost. Well, you know what? Running for 250 yards, that's impressive. I don't care what anyone says. So, again, regardless, someone will win this award, and they will rightfully deserve it too. Also, and I was just alluding to this earlier, it should really be given to someone who's also very humble. Again, anyone who looks at the coach and says, "That's a blue hammer hit right there." I mean, I'm not the coach, so it's not up to me. But if I was, that's what I would do. I wouldn't give him I probably would, but I'd say, listen, yeah, you got the award, but don't do it again, please. You're better than that. That's what I would do. Give him the award, give him the praises that he deserves, but tell him, listen, if you do that again, you're not going to get the award again. Because here's another cool thing. It was very possible to win the Blue Hammer Award more than once. Theoretically, if I want to, because I can give the same award to the exact same person all 6 weeks if I want to. I mean, I'd rather not do that, give someone else a chance to win who deserves it. But I could. In fact, one of my best friends from Trinity-Pawling won this award twice. If I'm not mistaken, they were both, I don't think they were back-to-back awards, but they were definitely within close proximity of each other. I could be wrong, but that's exactly what wound up happening. So, to the coach of Horseheads, should you be watching this, I hope you're jotting some notes down, give it to someone who legitimately deserves it. I mean, to be perfectly honest, you can give it to more than one person if you want to. I mean, again, eventually, provided that you want to do this, you're going to be the one giving out this award. It's do whatever you want. I mean, I'm just telling you what wound up happening and what I'm going to do. But, if you want to do what you want to do, that's perfectly fine. Make sure that before, during, and after they win the award, they remain humble. Because, that sets a good foundation precedence for, other athletes as well. Make sure that they legitimately deserved it. And if you feel you have to, you can give the same award more than once. If you give the award to the same person more than once, you can do that. That's perfectly fine. I mean, when I was at Trinity-Pawling, this award was never not given. Someone always won this award, regardless of whether the team won or lost. So, again, it's up to the discretion of the coach, or in this case, me, because, again, this is sort of what I'm talking about here. But, yeah, I hope that, hope you take what I said to heart, and, again, who knows? If the people of Horseheads like this idea, because I'm going to be giving out the award tomorrow after I see the game today, maybe you can, maybe it can be a real thing at Horseheads. I don't know. Oh, one last thing. Obviously, you guys all know I never name names to embarrass or offend anyone. And by all accounts, these are high school students who may or may not have social media. So to avoid that risk, I'll just say the number of the player on the player's jersey who played the best that I felt. That's what I'll do. So it doesn't necessarily name a name because the number could be anyone, technically. I mean, some numbers are designated to certain positions on a football team. But again, when I give out the award tomorrow, I'll give it to, whoever has the number corresponding to whoever played the best. But that's just me. And I was actually going to wait until you guys hopefully won tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow, provided you guys won, hopefully. But back when I was at Trinity-Pawling, if we won, I mentioned we had a fight song. And for the sake of keeping up this tradition, I also came up with a fight song for Horseheads. I mean, only just recently have I completed it. But, just in case you guys win, it goes, fight on, fight on. I'm sorry. I screwed up, sorry. Fight on, men and women, the blue and white, fight on with all your very might. Horseheads I is our battle cry. Fight, Horseheads, fight. Keep fighting for goals you have within sight. Fight, Horseheads, fight. For a horizon that is bright. Keep fighting, old white and blue. Should follow a path that is straight and true. Raise your head up to the sky for Horseheads high. There, that's my fight song for Horseheads. I was going to wait till you guys hopefully won tomorrow. Hey, maybe I'll sing it again. Here's hoping you guys win today. Like, favorite, chat, and subscribe button. Follow me on social media, touring guests on YouTube. I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. And enjoy my Dawson tones for the fight song. I am hopefully have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And you know what? I hope Horseheads wins. They actually have a tough game today. They're going up against the defending sectional champions in Corning. Should make for a good game. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here. So lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. Take care, and make good choices. Go Blue Raiders.